Hello, it's Todd. I'm coming to you from an undisclosed closet. Me and Skeleton here. I've recorded a couple of ghost stories tonight, but this is going to be a serious video. A lot of you are asking questions about my trip to Idaho and my opportunity to run elk with hounds. It's a true story. We did do that. My son and I did. It was 2019. We actually got to break in his new truck. It got the first oil change while we were in Idaho. I'm going to do a full documentary. I have a few terabytes of pictures and video from the hunt, and it was an experience that it was a once in a lifetime experience. I don't. If you ever get a chance to do something like that, do it. If you got to take a couple weeks off work, you just got to. That's what we did. We took a couple weeks and just went and did it, and I don't regret it at all. It was, I don't know, it was undescribable. So, quick story about it. One of the nights we were running, we had we had taken 2 puppies and 5 grown dogs out there for a total of 7. The 2 puppies had been, doing puppy things, but they caught one night and decided they were going to run an elk into the next county, I think. And they ran the elk out of the area we were operating in and ran across this farm. The guy was on a tractor. So we're working for the Idaho Fish and Game while we're doing this. I'm on a 4-wheeler. I came riding up to the place where the elk crossed at, because I'm tracking with a GPS. And the guy on the tractor, he's waving his arms at me, trying to get my attention. So I talked to him, and he said, I don't know what's chasing that elk, but it was running like the devil himself was after it. And I asked him, did he see some dogs? He said, no, but I saw some little lights out there running across the desert behind the elk. And what he saw was the Garmin GPS collars flashing. But they were 2 puppies, and they were 6 months old, and they were barking every breath and running that elk. That's one of the stories. We had several. So I will tell you this, every single elk that we ran, if it didn't get a ride out on the back of a truck, it went right back in the field that we ran it out of. We did our best to run them away, but they didn't. They wouldn't leave. Several of them had GPS collars, and we could track where the elk was going and what it was doing. There was one that we ran completely out of the field, completely off the farm, completely up into the mountains. I've got a GPS track of it. It'll be in the documentary I'm going to make. But anyway, this elk ran all the way up, long ways away. In about, I don't know, at least by nightfall, he was right back in the field where we had run him out of. The next day we could go right back, put the dogs right back on him, run him into the mountains again, and before nightfall he was right back where he came from. So when somebody tells you that the dogs run off the game, they don't. They might run them for a little while, but they're coming home. If you're not seeing them on your trail camera again, the deer probably got a ride on somebody's truck, because they come back. So the Idaho hunt was a hound study being done by the University of Idaho. And it took special permission from the governor of Idaho for us to be able to run the dogs. It was a very interesting experience. You guys stay tuned, and the documentary is going to be great. It's going to take a while to make, but it's going to be great. It'll be worth it. I'll make a few more videos like this. If you have specific questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer them. And thanks for listening. And enjoy the 2025-2026 hunting season. Be safe.